Fried chicken looks simple, golden, crispy on the outside, juicy and tender on the inside. A comfort food loved around the world. But the moment you take your first bite, your body begins a highly coordinated biological process, one that involves your brain, muscles, digestive organs, bloodstream, hormones, and even individual cells. Let's go inside the human body and see exactly what happens when you eat fried chicken. The first bite, mouth and brain. Digestion begins before the food even touches your tongue. The sight and smell of fried chicken activate your brain's reward system. Neural signals travel from the sensory cortex to the salivary glands. As you bite down, your teeth begin mechanical digestion, breaking the crispy coating and tender meat into smaller fragments. Your jaw muscles contract powerfully. The tongue continuously repositions the food. At the same time, saliva is released. Saliva moistens the food, making it easier to swallow. Enzymes like amylase begin breaking down carbohydrates in the breading. Although the chicken itself is mostly protein and fat, the outer coating contains starch, and digestion of that starch starts right here. Within seconds, your brain is already releasing dopamine, the reward neurotransmitter, reinforcing the pleasure of eating, swallowing, and the esophagus. Once the food is chewed into a soft mass called a bolus, your tongue pushes it toward the back of your throat. A remarkable reflex takes over. The epiglottis closes over your airway to prevent food from entering your lungs. Simultaneously, the upper esophageal sphincter opens. The bolus enters the esophagus. Now a wave-like motion called peristalsis begins. Muscles contract rhythmically behind the food, pushing it downward toward the stomach. This process takes only a few seconds, and it happens automatically without you even thinking about it. The stomach. Mechanical and chemical breakdown. As fried chicken reaches your stomach, digestion intensifies. The stomach is not just a storage pouch, it is a powerful muscular organ. Its walls contract in strong rhythmic waves, churning the food. At the same time, gastric glands release hydrochloric acid. This acid creates a highly acidic environment, strong enough to break apart protein structures and kill most bacteria. An enzyme called pepsin is activated in this acidic setting. Pepsin begins breaking the long protein chains in chicken into smaller fragments called peptides. The crispy coating and fats begin to soften and separate. The stomach continues mixing everything into a thick, semi-liquid substance called chyme. Because fried chicken contains significant fat, digestion here takes longer. Fat slows stomach emptying, which is why fried foods often make you feel full for a longer time. The small intestine, advanced digestion. After several hours, small amounts of chyme are released into the small intestine through the pyloric sphincter. Now digestion becomes even more complex. The liver produces bile stored in the gallbladder, which is released into the small intestine. Bile does not break down fat chemically. Instead, it emulsifies it. That means it breaks large fat droplets into tiny ones, increasing surface area. Meanwhile, the pancreas releases powerful digestive enzymes. Proteases break down remaining protein fragments. Lipase breaks down fats into fatty acids. Amylase continues carbohydrate digestion. By the time this process is complete, the fried chicken has been reduced to absorbable molecules: amino acids, glucose, fatty acids, glycerol, vitamins, and minerals. Absorption into the bloodstream. Now comes one of the most fascinating steps. The inner lining of your small intestine is covered in millions of tiny finger-like projections called villi. Each villus is lined with even smaller structures called microvilli. This design massively increases surface area, allowing maximum nutrient absorption. Amino acids from the chicken's protein pass through intestinal cells and enter nearby capillaries. Glucose from the breading enters the bloodstream. Fatty acids are absorbed differently. They enter lymphatic vessels before eventually joining the bloodstream. From here, nutrients travel through the portal vein directly to the liver. The liver, metabolic control center. The liver acts like a processing plant. It regulates how much glucose enters circulation. Excess glucose may be stored as glycogen. Amino acids are distributed for tissue repair and muscle maintenance. The liver also processes fats and packages them into lipoproteins for transport. Nothing simply floats around randomly. Every nutrient is carefully managed. Distribution throughout the body. Now your heart pumps nutrient-rich blood throughout the body. Muscles receive amino acids to repair and grow. The brain receives glucose for energy. Cells begin producing ATP, the energy currency of life. Hormones are synthesized using fats and cholesterol. In moderation, fried chicken provides high quality protein for muscle maintenance, iron and B vitamins for red blood cell production, energy from fats and carbohydrates, nutrients that support immune and cellular function. This is why protein-rich meals can support satiety and tissue repair. But balance matters. What happens if you eat too much? When fried chicken is eaten occasionally, your body handles it efficiently, but frequent excessive intake changes the picture. High fat intake increases calorie density. If calories consistently exceed energy expenditure, fat cells enlarge, leading to weight gain. High sodium content can cause temporary water retention and increased kidney workload. Large amounts of saturated fats may elevate LDL cholesterol levels in the bloodstream. Over time, this can contribute to plaque formation in arteries. Repeated blood sugar spikes from refined carbohydrates may increase insulin demand. The stomach may produce excess acid, potentially causing discomfort or reflux in some individuals. And chronic overeating of highly fried foods may promote low-grade inflammation within the body. The key word is chronic. The body is remarkably resilient, but long-term imbalance creates strain. The big picture: fried chicken is not good or bad by itself. It is a dense source of protein and fat. In moderation, it can provide nutrients your body uses effectively. In excess, especially when combined with a sedentary lifestyle, it may contribute to metabolic stress. Your body is an incredibly adaptive system, constantly balancing digestion, absorption, storage, and energy use. Every bite you take sets off millions of microscopic reactions. Muscles contract, enzymes activate, cells absorb nutrients, blood flows, hormones respond, all in perfect coordination. So the next time you enjoy fried chicken, remember, inside your body, an entire biological symphony is playing silently, precisely, and continuously. And every choice you make influences how that symphony performs.